The verdict is...
I know there's a criticism out there that my administration has been spending with reckless abandon.
Turn your favor on your family.
Don't need material, don't need cash. We got the kingdom, you can check that.
Beauty in storms, beauty in storms. If you saw my last podcast, you will know what I aim to do. I want people to see the beauty in the storms in their lives. It's imperative that they see it. Today I want to talk about how unbelievers are operating in what the believers should operate in. Think about the secular artists like Miley Cyrus and a few more. Miley Cyrus has a song called It's the Climb. And she talks about how hard it is. It's always an uphill battle. It's always a mountain that you gotta move. You have secular artists who fought to get what they needed or to get to the top, to become that superstar that they wanted. They fought and they got there. It's always a battle. Think about movies like Avengers or Monsters Inc. Horror movies. It's always a battle. It's always a storm in it. And they overcome it. Now that's unbelievers. What about the believers? Why can't the believers take that to another level? I grew up taught that if you serve God, He will make sure you go through nothing. But that's not true. I got older and found out that's not true. And the reason I found that out was reading stories like Job and the disciples on the ocean. The disciples on the ocean, they suffered a storm, and Jesus was praying. And they followed Jesus. The message is, there is always going to be a storm. There's always going to be a storm. And I wouldn't be a Christian man telling you that serving God means there won't be no more. That's the mistake that I think. They had good intentions, but that's the mistake that I think a lot of Christians, a lot of believers, they made. And some of them still make it. Some of these churches, they're telling these unbelievers and believers things are going to get better, knowing that it's not, knowing what the Bible says. They are telling these unequally yoked couples that they're going to make it. They're telling these same-sex couples, God gonna do it for you, marrying them. Can't do that. Now you have some pastors that say, I'm not touching that. I'm not marrying you, or I'm not doing this, and they don't do it. But you got some pastors that do it. Screwing up the unbelievers' minds. And then with storms like coronavirus, when they come along, they don't even know how to handle it, or they don't even know why. When something happens in their marriage, they don't know why. Say, for instance, a same-sex marriage. If something happens, like their partner is killed or something, it's harsh. But God is a God of judgment. You don't know why. You don't know the reason. But they will steady live the life that they want to live. You don't play with God. You don't play with God. If you're going to serve Him, do what is right before Him. Don't play with Him. But I'm going off for what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how unbelievers, they can exercise faith, exercise the message more than believers. It's no reason nobody should be losing faith right now. But the truth is, people are losing it. People are losing the faith. And in my opinion, they losing the faith because they have the wrong perception about the King. They have the wrong perception about God. Storms come. There's no reason to ask, why are you allowing this? People are dying. I feel bad. I sympathize with them. But I've been through enough to understand things happen for a reason. Call it arrogance. Call it all you want. But I've been through enough to understand things happen for a reason. When I got fired from my job, I said, God, I don't know why, but you're going to get the glory out of this. When I lost my job with Uber, I said the same thing. I said, God, I don't know why, but you're going to get the glory out of this. That's what I desire for everyone else to do. Can't make you, but I want you to see the beauty in your storm. And if you don't see it, believe that there's beauty in that storm that you're going through. Exercise what the unbelievers exercise, and they don't even know it.